Hi, my name is Efraim Kaplan from Oakland Lake, New Jersey, and we'll be learning Perek Kufches, chapter 108, and Le'ilu Nishmas Sara Rivka Basarav Nachum Mindel Dratch. So I saw this. I go to Frisch, which Katina Warburg, I think her Ms. Dratch's niece went to. Ms. Dratch's niece, she goes there, and I saw an email going around the school that to contribute to this project. So I got on this opportunity to be a little more lamed, to learn and to teach, and hopefully I'll go through this chapter, keep it short and sweet, and hopefully we'll learn some really basic points that can help us in everyday life. So this chapter is talking about is David HaMelech's personal tefillah as the king of the Jews, that he's asking Hashem, help me so I could help the Jews. And as we look in Pasuk 7, Pasuk Zayin, L'man yechalti yididecha, so that your yididecha, your beloved ones, talking about the Jews, may be released from exile. Hoshia yamincha v'aneni, save me and let your right hand answer me. And Rashi says, save me, answer me for all your people. This is talking about David's plea for Hashem's help, for Hashem's help with his personal problems, so that he will be able to help the Jews. So, in fact, Ibn Ezra points out that from Pasuk 7 Zayin until the end of the chapter, it's word for word chapter 60, but from 1 to 6 in both of these psalms, it's different. So as we go through it, we'll see why is this new, and what differentiates it from Psalm 60. So if we look at, if we just look at these psukim in 108, in the first psukim, it seems like he's davening to Hashem. It's pretty clear that he's davening to Hashem. He's doing it from a state of peace, from a state of shalom. In fact, in 60, the 1 through 6, the different part, he's listing all the tzarot of the Jewish people. He's listing all the bad things that befall the Jewish nation, and only after that he asks Hashem to help him. So here we see two completely different matzavim, two completely different standpoints of David HaMelech, and in fact it's two different parts of his life. In Psalm 60, it's a time of shas milchama, a time of war, and here it's a time of peace. And he's saying that before in Psalm 60, may you help the Jews, may you help me because of all these sorrows that we had. But here he's saying, may you help the Jews, and may you help me help the Jews because of the power of my davening, and because of the power of the mitzvahs that I have. So we'll go through this, and this in fact applies, I think, more personally to our own lives, 108, because in 60, it's a time of war. That applied to the previous generation, to at least for Ashkenazi Jews when they were in the Holocaust, when they were in Russia, the communist regime, when they were fighting, and also to today, you can apply to Israeli Jews, that they're fighting in a war, obviously with all the Arabs, and that Hashem needs help. But us in America, we have peace. Our really job to help our brothers and sisters in Israel, to help ourselves, is through davening and through doing mitzvahs from a state of peace. And that's why Hashem put us here. So we're just going to go through it. We're just going to go through the pasuk and explain some of these ideas that I think are important and contribute to our daily lives. So if we look at the first pasuk, Shir Mizmor LeDavid, a psalm of David. Just like every other pasuk starts, Nachon Libi Elokim, my heart is ready, Hashem. Ashira Vazamra, I'm going to sing and make music. Ach kivodi, even my kavod, even my honor will sing to you. So what this pasuk is saying is basically first I'm going to condition myself. I'm going to put myself in a frame of mind, and my heart will be ready, and only then I can praise Hashem. Only then I'll be able to daven. Only then Ashir Vazamra, I'm going to sing and daven, right? So Afkibodi, what the Mepharshim say, is that even my kavod, even that I'm a king, even that I'm a big king, it's still my job to praise Hashem and to recognize Hashem in my life. And so this is one of the lessons that even if a person is high up and thinks that everything really comes from his own efforts, it's true. We need to make a kli, we need to make a receptacle for Hashem's blessings and next to our own efforts. But really, at the end of the day, it all comes from Hashem's efforts. Ura nevel v'chinar or yashachar. So awake, O lyre and harp, I shall awaken at dawn. And the Gemara says that this pasuk means that David HaMelech got up at midnight every single night, and he woke up. He only took a cat nap. Really, he slept for a very short of a time. He woke up at midnight, and the whole day he passed in shalas. He answered questions, and the whole night he said Tehillim. And that's what it means. Oh, you're shachar. I shall awaken at dawn because I'll already be awake. And this is saying that David HaMelech could have lived a fancy life. A fancy life he could have because he was a king and he was rich. But in fact, he himself put a hardships on himself so that he will be able to connect with Hashem and not be engulfed in his own materialism. So if we go through the next pasuk, Odcha ba'anim Hashem va'azamre be'ululim. Right, more praise of Hashem, and ki gadol me'ashamayim chasdecha. Your heavens are your kindness is way above the heavens. V'ad shichakim amitecha, and until shichakim means, the Gemara says, one of the higher heavens. We know there's talks about 7 heavens. Shichakim is one of the higher heavens. V'ad shichakim amitecha, and until the heavens your truth. So he's praising Hashem that Hashem's chesed and Hashem's kindness and Hashem's wisdom, his emes, is really man cannot understand. Man, it's you can't understand the greatness of Hashem. David HaMelech is saying you can't understand the greatness of Hashem. He's telling the Jews, and he's telling himself, that Hashem's greatness is too far from understanding. And like the pasuk says, Kilo machshavosai machshavosechem, my thoughts are not like your thoughts. And in fact, Ibn Ezra says on Shchakim that he says that people can't see past Shchakim. People can't see past the heaven, meaning that we can't see past this level of how great Hashem is. So now you would say, exactly, I can't see how past Hashem is. Hashem doesn't affect me in my life. Hashem is higher than my personal lives. But and then David continues to daven Ruma al Shamayim, be exalted over the heaven, Hashem Elokim, v'yakol haaretz kivodecha, and on the whole earth your glory. Here, David HaMelech is saying that yes, on the one hand Hashem is higher and greater, he's higher than the heavens, me'al shamayim chasdecha. But on the other hand, he's asking Hashem to reveal himself in the world, to be exalted on the heaven, to be exalted on the land, so that the Jews have a connection. The whole world really has a connection with Hashem. And again, this is one of the penultimate pasukim, at least for me. So that you released the Jews. Answer me and save me, right? And that's help me so I can help the Jews. And then David HaMelech goes on to say all these things that Hashem gave me. I'm gonna divide Shechem. For me is Gilead and me Manasseh, different sections in the land of Israel. Efraim, Roshi, Yud Mechokaki, Moab, Sirachti. All right. So that's until pasuk Yud is just saying he's thanking Hashem for giving him all this land and be able to conquer all this land in the land of Israel. Pasuk 10 is really an interesting pasuk. And pasuk 11 together. Moab Sirachti. Again, he's saying Moab is the wash basin for my feet. And Al Edom Ashlich Nali. On Edom I'm gonna throw my shoe. All I flesh is Esroa. And the Pelishtim, who always scare the Jews, I'm going to scare. And that's what he's asking Hashem for him to be able to do, so he can help the Jews. So pasuk 11 is interesting. Mi yovid lein ir mivtzar, mi nochani ad Edom. And the Mefarshim say that what it means, who will bring me to the city that is fortified? This is referring to Edom. And mi nochani ad Edom. Who's going to lead me till Edom? That even though we know David HaMelech conquered Edom, we're still in Galus Edom. We're still the Galus that we're in is considered the exile, the Roman exile. And David HaMelech is prophetically saying that Hashem, even though I made inroads into into conquering Edom. I never really conquered the etzem, the essence of Edom. The essence of Edom is the Galus, and that's what we're in today, and that's what we have to deal with. So and then until the end of the pasuk, he's praising Hashem. Halo el Elokim zenachtanu v'lo seiti Elokim b'tzivosenu. Hashem, when Hashem doesn't help us, we don't get anything. When Hashem is not with us, nothing happens. Everything fails. And that's Hava, and then he davens Hava lanu ezras mitzar v'shav teshuas adam Elokim nasechoyel v'hu yavus tzarenu. That may Hashem help us against the oppressors, may make the plans futile, and through Hashem we shall perform with chayil, with strength, and he'll go over our oppressors. So basically, what this Tehillim at least means to me, and I hope I brought out a little of this Tehillim, is that this Tehillim is really talking about David's personal plea to Hashem. And in this kapitel, David does two things, and from us we can take these two things and apply it to our personal lives. That David HaMelech recognizes Yad Hashem. He recognizes Hashem's power in the world, and he also recognizes himself. He also recognizes his own mission to help the Jews. Again, this is not the mission that he's helping the Jews escape from the tsaros, the hard times. Rather, it's his own mission. It's his own mission, that his power of tefillah, his power of davening, his power of influencing other Jews through conquering the lands. That's what he recognizes, and he asks Hashem to help him with this inyan, to help him with this idea. I think we can take these 2 points and apply it in our lives. That we can take these points and have it into a macrocosmic point and a microcosmic point. That throughout the whole world, we recognize that everything really comes from Yad Hashem, and these things that are happening in Israel with Iran, everything that's happening throughout the world, really it all comes from Yad Hashem, and we need to make a kli, we need to make a receptacle to receive Hashem's blessings, to be able to fight against that, to be able to fight against our enemies. But really, at the end of the day, it all comes from Hashem. And also, David HaMelech again recognizes his own mission, which is to help the Jews throughout everything. And that's what we can take in our own day-to-day lives. That our mission is really to reveal Hashem throughout the world, wherever we are in our work, in our school. We can take a minute, say Mishnayos, speak nicely, really be a Kiddush Hashem. And I heard this vart. It's a very interesting vart, that if we look at the word Gola, which reads exile, Gimel Vav Lamed Aleph, and we add an Aleph, which represents the Alufo Sha'alolam, the master of the world, which represents the master of the world, Hashem, it becomes Geula. From Gola, from exile, from the same exact word, the same root, comes Geula, redemption. And like people say, there's a saying that from the problem comes the solution. That from Geula, from our acts of davening, and from our acts of helping out another Jew, from being a Kiddush Hashem, putting the Aleph into Gola, into revealing Hashem, that if there's a dark room and you have a candle, it lights up the whole room. One small candle, one small mitzvah can light up a whole room of darkness. And that's what David HaMelech is really, we can extend that. I think David HaMelech is saying that we should recognize our own mission and bring Hashem into the world.